When you hear that question, how can you be environmentally friendly or conscious? That's an interesting thing. I mean, even for us, there's lots of things that we do that might, everybody can always be smarter or more aware, or, the decisions that we make. And so we kind of challenge each other to think about that. But we also know we're all limited in terms of what we can do individually. And I think that's what's cool about, we realize that for us, we're musicians. We're like, what can we really do, to enact some change? But we thought, well, if we create something really cool and there's a conversation around it, or what our music does and says represents something bigger than us, like in terms of these videos and like the NRDC, they're the ones really doing that work of like suing someone if they do something that is harmful to the world. So we thought, well, if we can channel what we are able to do into that place that we care about, then they can do that. We can enable them to do the real work around that stuff. So I think, and it just makes people more aware when you're voting or when you're, making different decisions in your life about, whatever it might be. So I think it's really, if you're already thinking about that, you're probably doing great. But, that we can all challenge each other to take that next step.
Well, and I think just talking about things is important, right? If I look at what I do in my yard, in my neighborhood, you know, whatever, if I think about it differently, because we had this conversation, right? If you make music, if your thing is mental health, and you cause someone to say something nice to a stranger because they were thinking about not even a song you made, but something you said between songs or something you put on your Instagram or whatever. Like just the idea of putting those positive messages into the world. And as musicians, people listen to us in different ways, right? You already have a little bit of a platform. So if there's somebody who digs your music, if you can make them think about something else just in a slightly more positive way, that stuff adds up.